Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Dolce Gabbana runway look for you guys, making it simple so everybody can do it at home. It's going to be really fun. Let's get started. First off, I'm going to just put some of my favorite lip balm on my lips. We're doing a matte red lip, so I want to make sure my lips are nice and hydrated. And just FYI guys, I'm going to link all of the products down below and just kind of explain what I'm doing as we go. So check the bottom bar if you want to know exactly what I'm using. So right now I am just going to be priming my face. This stuff from Stila is like straight up silicone, so it really gets in your pores and makes them really matte. Then I'm going to go with this primer from CoverFX. It's a mattifying primer, so it's going to really cut out any oil, which we don't want any oil in this look. So now it's time to conceal those eyelids. We want to make sure we have a nice clean palette to work with as we do our eye look. So I'm just going to use this Shade and Light eye palette by Kat Von D. The first color I'm going to use is this banana color, and this is just perfect for setting the concealer that we have on our eyelids. And of course, use a shadow to do this that's closest to your skin tone. Since I'm super pale, this is the closest color to mine. Now I'm just going to take this second color. It's a little bit darker than the color I just used, and we're going to start this off in our crease. So the secret to a really nice smoked out matte eye is to start with a really light color and build up to the darker color. So as you can see, I just grabbed the two next darker browns in the palette, if that makes sense. And I'm going to start with the medium tone, and I'm just going to fluff that in my crease. To make this blended, you're just going to go back and forth like a windshield. Super easy, and make sure you have a super fluffy brush to do this. This is going to make it flawless. So I'm just going to keep continuing this process of fluffing around these colors in my crease. Right here I just switched brushes and colors, so I've got the auburn brown that's pretty dark that's going in my crease, and I will link this exact brush down below because it's awesome for blending out the darker colors in your crease. And now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just blend out that darker color. We don't want any harsh lines in this look, because sometimes these browns can look a little chunky if we don't keep fluffing. So just keep blending until your hands hurt. So this step is totally optional, but I thought that I lost a little bit of the brightness on my actual lid, so I'm just taking a stiff brush and I am adding some more of that yellow color. And then I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm just going to blend those browns together. So for this eyeliner look, we are going to do something a little bit different than a winged eyeliner look. In the picture I showed you at the beginning of this video, she did have a winged liner, but the picture that I'm going off of that I found in a magazine, they did not have a winged eyeliner, and I kind of liked the non-winged look better. It looked a little bit more soft to me. So what I am doing is I am taking a black eyeliner and I am just messily putting this in my lash line. Then the secret to making this look really clean is to take a short shader brush, dip it in some black eyeshadow, and just blend out that eyeliner. This is going to make it really soft and really nice, and it's going to really kind of melt into the brown smoky eye that you've created. This is honestly my new favorite way to do eyeliner, just because it is so soft and so pretty and it goes with so many looks. And you can even create a winged look this way. All you have to do is flick the short shader brush up at a 45-degree angle to just create this really nice wing. So originally I planned on putting a pair of wispy lashes on, but after really looking at this campaign and these pictures of the models, I decided that a more natural looking lash would be better. So I am just putting a ton of coats of mascara on to really give myself a nice, long, natural looking lash. So now we're moving on to the face. I am taking this amazing highlighting cream by Becca, And I'm just going to dab this all under my eye. This really brightens up the area and it's so pretty under foundation. And I'm also going to get the sides of my nose. That's really going to help contour and highlight later. So for this look, I'm going to be using a really full coverage foundation. This foundation seriously lasts all day, doesn't get smudgy or doesn't let too much dew through. It's really nice. And I'm also going to be using a Urban Decay concealer, which is also super full coverage. I think these two products work so well together, especially for this full-faced look. So I am just applying it all at the same time, and then I am just blending it a ton with my beauty blender. And this is going to really help just melt those two together. This look doesn't really have a huge highlight. It just is all a really nice blended face with a really nice contour. So that's kind of the look I was going for. Here's a little tip for you. If you're having a hard time getting in your inner corner of the eye, which is kind of a hard area, grab a brush like this that's really good at blending. This one's by Sigma. I'll link it below. It's just so nice for really blending out that under eye. Now I'm going to set my under eyes with some banana powder. I'm actually combining the banana powder and the light pink powder from this contour palette. And I am just going to set my concealer and set everywhere that's going to be my highlight. This is going to be a really subtle highlight because it's a banana powder, but it's going to look so beautiful. Next, on to contour, which is one of my favorite parts. So these models in this runway campaign had a pretty strong contour because they were on the runway, so we're going to go for a pretty strong bronzed out contour. So I am just taking the middle brown shade in the contour kit by Kat Von D, and I am really carving out my cheeks right here. And isn't that a cute face? I know, right? So I'm just going to keep blending this out in my cheeks, and then I am going to contour my forehead to make it look a little smaller, and then I'm going to contour the sides of my nose to make that look a little thinner. So I'm also going to contour my chin a little bit. I want it to be really sharp for this look. So all you have to do is blend out some bronzer underneath your chin, right below your ear, and right under your chin. So that way it's just a nice flawless look. And right here I'm just adding some banana powder under that contour to make it pop. So now for blush, I'm going to use this really nice peachy neutral color. They didn't have a huge blush look on the runway, but it was just enough to make your cheeks pop. So I'm just going to apply that on the apple of my cheeks and right above my contour. And now I'm going to take a large fluffy brush. This one is by MAC. And I am just going to blend, and blend some more. Now it's on to brows. So I'm just taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz and I'm going to slowly carve out my brows. This is my favorite thing to do. I just love a good bold brow. So I am just using short strokes and I am just filling in my brow and carving it out so it's nice and bold. And this is super easy. This pencil makes it so easy. You really can't go wrong with the Brow Wiz. So now I'm going to take the Anastasia Dip Brow and I'm just going to continue to fill in my brows. I want a really dark, bold brow, but I also want it to look natural. And I love this dip brow because it really keeps it natural looking and it's really easy to blend. So I'm just going to fill in the middle of my brow and the end of my brow and just spool it out. Now we're going to put some brown shadow. We're going to be using that medium color and the dark brown that we used in the palette that I will link those colors down below. And we're just going to blend those out under the eye. Then we are going to take a black liner and we are going to line the lash line. Now by the lash line, I do not mean the flat part that is right under the eye. I am literally talking about squeezing this in between your lashes. This gives a more natural look and it's really pretty and it makes your eyes look gigantic and beautiful. Then we're just going to take our short shader brush and a little bit of black eyeshadow and we are going to blend that out. So now we are going to start the highlighting process, which is an amazing process, I must say. So for the eye highlighting, I am using Stila's famous Kitten eyeshadow. It's a really beautiful, bold highlight. So I am just highlighting under the brows and in the inner corners of the eye. And these models also had a nice highlight that went about halfway under the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out as well. So now we're going to do a little bit of facial highlighting. So this is Opal by Becca. It's a super popular highlighter and it's for good reason because it's beautiful. I'm just going to pop this on the top of my cheekbones and really blend this out with a fluffy brush. And then I'm going to hit my forehead a little bit, down my nose, and on my chin, just where the sunlight would naturally hit. This is going to give you a really pretty, beautiful, dewy look. And now onto my favorite part, the matte red lip. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to slowly line our lip with a nice deep red liner. And then we are going to fill in our whole lip with this liner. That's going to really help your lip stick to last all night long. Just by having 2 layers, it just makes it beautiful, bold, and long lasting. So I realized about halfway through this video that I didn't have the actual Dolce & Gabbana matte red lipstick, which I should have picked up. But instead, we're going to use this really pretty matte red lipstick from Maybelline. I'm obsessed with this color and it's beautiful and creamy and absolutely perfect. We are just going to go over our lip liner with this matte red lipstick, and that's going to be kind of our second layer of beautiful matte red. And this stuff really stays on, so the fact that it's only $8 at the drugstore is just absolutely amazing. So one of my favorite things about the runway look was the beautiful Spanish-inspired hairstyle. So we're just going to throw that together really quick. And it's actually super easy. You're going to be really surprised. So what we're going to do is we're going to pin back our hair and make it kind of smooth looking so we can create a side bun. And if you don't have your hair in a side part, go ahead and do that as well. And I am just going to twist my hair and then twist it up into a side bun. This is kind of my everyday look and it's really easy and it's so beautiful. So now that we have the side bun and a ponytail, we're just going to take hairpins and we're just going to start pinning this to our head. For me, since I have really thick, heavy hair, it takes quite a few bobby pins and hairpins to get this bun where I want it to be. So just keep pinning until it's not floppy looking. And go ahead and fluff out your hair a little bit, rat it as much as you want to make your bun the way you want it to look. And see, I'm still pinning because I have super thick, heavy hair. It's a blessing and a curse. So now I want to put some pretty red flowers in my hair, but all I had was this flower crown. So I'm just going to bunch this up. We're just going to get a little creative here. So I just went ahead and bunched that up in kind of a little ball, and then I'm going to pin that on the side of my bun. I love this because it's just a true beautiful Spanish look, and I really wish I would have grabbed some real flowers to do this with, but I'm planning on doing a DIY floral hairstyle video, so stay tuned for that. So now that we've got our hair up in a bun, this look is finished. Isn't it gorgeous? And it's super easy to achieve. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give this a thumbs up, and if you try this look at home, make sure you tag me so I can see. Alright everybody, I really enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you did too. Thanks for stopping by.